All right, so here is your August 2023 real estate housing market update. So we're going to get into all the latest stats for the cities of Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, California. We're going to talk about average sales price, how many new listings are popping up on the market, how long the average home is taken to sell, and then what's going on with available inventory. So we're going to get all the numbers, so let's go ahead and get into it. Hey guys, hey again, my name is Justin Short. I'm a realtor and team leader for the Short Real Estate team here in Temecula, California and Murrieta, California. And this is our monthly staple video. This is your real estate market update. So we're gonna get all the latest stats in the real estate market and tell you from my perspective and from our team's perspective what's going on here with the local real estate market. The first thing though, if you are liking videos like this, please do me a favor, please hit like, please hit subscribe. So our goal is to keep putting out videos like this each and every week, keeping you guys updated on the market, giving you a lot of information on the best neighborhoods to live in here locally, the worst neighborhoods, the best school district, worst school district, average cost of living, all that type of stuff. We have hundreds of videos online now that have all types of what I think is some good information in there. And then if you have any real estate questions, you guys can always feel free to reach out. So you can call, you can text, you can email. You're going to see all my information either at the end of the video or down below. I have people that reach out all the time. Always happy to help answer any questions that you may have or see if there's anything I can do to help you out. And then if you are going to be making a trip here to town, we have a really cool download. So you'll see a link down below, but it's our website, theshortrealestateteam.com/visit. And it's got some really cool downloads for the cities of Temecula, Murrieta, and soon to be Menifee. It talks about some of the best restaurants to check out, some of the cool neighborhoods you're going to want to make sure you don't miss, some of the family-friendly activities you can do in each city. So I think if you're going to make a trip to town, it's a really cool way to check out the area and get a good feel for what it's like to actually live here. So hopefully that's something that's helpful for you guys too. But let's go ahead and we'll get into all the stats here. So again, we're going to do the market update. This is set up just like the other videos that we've done in the past. So the first topic we're going to talk about is the total number of new listings. And this really tells the story on what's going on in the real estate market. So right now in the city of Temecula, so over the last 30 days, there's been a total of 109 new listings put up on the market in the city of Temecula. And this is if we compare it last year to August 2023, there was 191 new listings. So almost 50% as many listings this year as opposed to last year. So they're basically half as much new inventory hitting the market in the city of Temecula as opposed to a year ago. And the problem was even a year ago, we had a shortage on inventory. So when there's even less listings coming up on the market, it's really causing an issue. And that's really what we're seeing across the board is there's just not enough available inventory. Because of that, the buyer demand that's out there is holding pretty steady. So the limited homes that are being listed are selling pretty quick. So you'll see in a little bit, we'll talk about average sales time, but right now on the right house, we are seeing multiple offer situations. We are seeing houses sell over asking price. Most nicer homes that are upgraded and maybe have a couple of cool features are selling super quick and as little as a week. And then some are getting closer to the 30 days mark, which we'll go over some specifics in just a minute. But that's really the issue is you'll see in the other cities as well, there's just not enough available inventory because there's not enough new inventory coming up on the market. So city of Murrieta, you can see the same trend. So over the last 30 days, you've seen 116 new listings pop up on the market. And if we compare that to a year ago, August 2022, there was a total of 242 new listings popping up on the market. So in this case, less than half is the same inventory. Menifee, last 30 days, we've seen 148 new listings. A year ago, we saw 248 new listings. So 100 less listings this year as opposed to last year. And that's really the biggest issue, just not enough inventory out there. Okay, so the next stat we're going to talk about is the total number of active listings. So this is, how many available homes are for sale. So in the city of Temecula, right now, there's a total of 226 available homes for sale. And if we compare that to a year ago, we were up to 413 available homes for sale. So there's almost 200 less listings to choose from for a home buyer in the city of Temecula. So there's half as much. So again, that's the problem. So you can see homes are selling relatively relatively quickly. They're not listing fast enough, and what is out there is selling, and because of that, there's just not enough to choose from. So, and that's obviously, this is across the entire city. We're not even talking about different neighborhoods or different sizes or 1-story versus 2-story, or some of these different subsections of available homes are super limited. There's just not enough supply. So City of Murrieta, right now you're seeing 232 available listings to choose from, and if we compare that to last year, there was actually 535 available listings to choose from. So in this case, there's 300 additional homes to choose from last year as opposed to this year. City of Menifee, same trend. Right now there's 272 available homes to choose from, and if we compare that to last year, we were up to 527 available homes to choose from. So again, basically 250 less homes today as opposed to a year ago. Again, we're having inventory issues. All right, and so the next stat that we're going to talk about is the average days on market. So this is how long the average home is taking to sell. So right now in the city of Temecula, the average home is taking 28 days to sell. And if we compare that to a year ago, really we're basically exactly the same. So last year it was also 28 days to sell. City of Murrieta, right now the average home is taking 24 days to sell. A year ago, they were taking 25 days, so basically the same. And City of Menifee right now, the average home is taking 39 days compared to a year ago, but taking 25 days. So it's actually taking a little bit longer for the average home to sell in Menifee. But this is, again, this is the issue. Because there's not enough new inventory out there, right? There's not enough homes that are selling, right? And so there are homes that most of them are overpriced that maybe have been listed 4 or 5 months that are kind of dragging this average days on market number up, and homes that are sitting there and just kind of I think are throwing the stats off a little bit, because what we're seeing as real estate agents in the market every day is nice homes are selling super quickly, a lot of times very competitively, and unless the home is overpriced, we're going to see it sit like that. All right, so the last stat we're going to go over is the average sales price. So right now, the average sales price for a home in the city of Temecula is $794,000. And if we compare that to last year, the average sales price was up to about $809,000. So the average sales price is down about $15,000 year over year. City of Murrieta, right now the average sales price is $690,000. If we compare that to last year, we were at $672,000. So in Murrieta, the average sales price is actually up a little bit, about $18,000. And City of Menifee, right now the average sales price is $543,000, and if we compare that to last year, the average sales price was $551,000. So down just a little bit, down about $8,000. So across all 3 cities, you can see, pricing is basically about the same. I mean, you're seeing a few $1,000s less in Temecula and Menifee, a few $1,000s more in the city of Murrieta, but overall really about the same. And here's really kind of the main message is right now today, so this is August 2023, the interest rates are much higher today than they were a year ago, and definitely way higher than they were a year and a half ago, right? So most people are going to be financing their home, so the interest rate is going to affect their purchase, right? So today has higher interest rates. If you buy a home today, your mortgage payment is going to be significantly higher than it would have been just a year ago. But nothing you can do about that. That's just where the rates are going to be, right? So because of that, most people's theories are, well, higher interest rate and buyer demand is going to go way down, and we're going to see a crash in pricing. But that's really has not been the case. Although the interest rates are much higher, pricing is really staying about the same as opposed to where it was a year ago. We're still just slightly off of where that peak was, but it's a much less drastic change than what most people predicted a year ago. The biggest reason, back to the inventory thing, right? Because the demand is still relatively solid, but the inventory is still very low. So the people that are interested in buying, they have less to choose from, and that's kind of causing that competitiveness and causing that pricing not to dip, right? So if we had a good amount more inventory in the market, we'd probably see an average pricing come down, or if we see interest rates drop, you're probably going to see average pricing go up. So that's probably the biggest conversation that I'm having with people on a daily basis is, obviously there's some concern about where affordability is, where interest rates are, and being able to afford that monthly mortgage. And a lot of people are thinking, hey, if I hold off, interest rates are higher today, maybe I'm better to wait until interest rates go down and that monthly payment is more affordable. The problem with that thinking is there's a lot of people that are doing that same thing. So if you're kind of sitting there on the fence and you're going to hold off until rates drop, if pricing has stayed steady at these high rates, when the interest rate does drop, what do we think is actually going to happen? We think that a lot of people are going to jump in, a lot of people are going to want to buy, and there's a good chance that causes pricing to actually go up. So I think a really good strategy is, if you are going to be wanting to purchase a home and you have the ability to do it, and that monthly payment is affordable, if you can get into a payment that is relatively affordable for you, I think it's a better decision to jump into the market now before the interest rates drop. At some point in the future, you should be able to refinance, get yourself into a better rate, and I think you're going to have more success doing that rather than waiting till the future to buy when the interest rates do drop, because at that point you're probably going to see pricing jump up. You're going to pay a higher price. So obviously that's going to be my opinion. Everyone's situation is going to be a little bit different, but hopefully that gives you guys some good perspective on what we're dealing with every day, the conversations we're having with our clients every day, and give you a good update on what's going on with the real estate market. So if you like videos like this, do me a favor, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Again, feel free to reach out anytime. Happy to answer any questions, and hopefully talk to you soon. Thanks.